everybody, I'm Lucas, and welcome to my very first stream, to my very first episode of the beginning of the next Let's Play, The Great Ace Attorney. I'm not going to waste any time, I'm just going to go right in. Kind of wish that I set my screen up on this side. Hello. To those joining on YouTube, welcome. A little late, but better late than never. Alright, so. The Great Ace Attorney. Alright, now to tell the truth, I did actually play the very beginning of this game. Just to test system settings and all that, but I do know how it begins. The rest of it I'm completely blind, so. In the Switch version you got the original game and then the second game, so I'm gonna go completely blind, one through, and I'm just gonna have fun with it. Let's begin. The Empire of Japan, after opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. Should I read this? I don't know. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some were swept away by the tide. But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story. Oh no. Episode 1, The Adventure of the Great Departure. Bienvenue à la Carnival. I think I said that right. Ooh, typewriter. 22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Deculture, Defendants Antechamber 5. Judiculture? Judiculture? I'm probably saying it wrong. Alright. Like I said, I know how this begins. I've played at least a bit of the I got into the courthouse, but then I realized, oh shoot, it's not working, and I went back out. So I do know who this is. This is our main character. How should I do it? Huh. Let's see. Well, I know what it looks like, so. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, awaiting to decide my fate? What? Oh, nothing. Savior glares, murderer. Sorry. Okay. My name is Ryunosuke Naruto. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yumi University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. I also know who this is. It should probably get out of the weak state. That's enough. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as such. I forgot he had a sword. No one has a right to treat him as a criminal, so you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Ooh, bird. Right, Ryunosuke? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. How is he doing that with the wind, by the way? What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no. I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yumi University professor murdered in cold blood by student. Well, obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not! You have to believe me, I didn't do it! I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Okay, I think funny fact, Ryunosuke is the Japanese name for Phoenix Wright. And so we are introduced to you, Kazuma Asogi. Apparently my best friend. Also in his second year at Yumi University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. I wonder if that's what the band is for on his arm. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. Oh, come on, I didn't hit the button. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. Oh, I hope it doesn't go skipping text, otherwise I won't be able to read it. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes. That's when all this started.
Flashback.
Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know. I've been forever dreaming for this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. Oh, is that what the wind is? I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. The British Empire? Then come with me. We'll have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. A while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks.
End of flashback.
But straight after that, it's when it happened. That's when it happened. I also know who this is. I have to prepare a older voice. Alright. Asogi, may I have a word? Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case has a personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi, you should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for a defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at the university before. I see. I will go at once then. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. This is awkward. I was just about to say that. If I may. Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Yajin Makatoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yumi University. I hope I'm saying his name right. Ah, Professor Mikatoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asogi told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. Surprise exclamation. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. What? As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. Sudden exclamation! He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. Pardon? Dot dot dot. But I didn't do it! I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nonetheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no small task. No easy task, either. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand, once proceedings get underway. Exclamation point. But, then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right. So, as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I do? But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not.
defendant. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem our superintendent's discussions are about to be cut short. So allow me to surmise. Cosmos Ogimus will not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as a defendant, the final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? You want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
This is it. If this trial goes badly, Cosmos' dreams to take abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea what lay ahead, I embark on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance to prove my innocence. The trial that will decide my destiny. Alright, the rest is blind. 22nd November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicial Courtroom 2. Why is his eyes so shifty? So this is a courtroom. And a grand one at that. The Supreme Court of Judicia. Judicia? No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the looks of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. I can't even see the gallery. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Rinosuke. It's about to begin. I do not like the prosecution. He looks ridiculous. But the judge looks epic.
The court will now hear the trial of Rinosuke Naruto.
Yeah, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. As is the defense.
Before we begin, there's one point of order I'd like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocate to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defense in this trial?
This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say, I do. I see. I need to answer quickly. What should I do? I'm half tempted to say, wait and see, but I do. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I am standing here beside the defendant, I see it will do that anyway.
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that That I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
You'll be...
What? What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything, just now, before a trial. You did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. ... How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. No, I do. It's just... logically, if you're not on the fence, there's no turn against you, I think. You think I won't be able to get you off? No, it's not that, really. It's just that... well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear it to be the reason that you... ... Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well. Does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel? Really? Yay! Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defense's innocence is so apparent. He's confident. He can speak for himself. Well said, Kazuma. Isn't that so, Naruto-san? Oh! Yes, exactly! Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's complete blank. I'm gonna have to get used to these faces. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated the most heinous crime indeed.
As you're no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of the Judiciary of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present, including you. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruto?
Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean? I suspect, like all Ace Attorney games, knowledge of the case, therefore. Yeah. He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't question it any more than I am.
So let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Yes.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I can hear to remember. But, wait. I'm so nervous, I can't even remember that. What was it again? Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. He knows me too well. We are best friends. I just said that. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. Yeah, where is that? It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of R. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. Hey, I can do it now. Alright. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with R, so I gotta hit it twice. Okay. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back. Okay. Here's you, 23. Second year, anybody... best friend, this might be still qualified defense tutor, Manitoba, Imperial Authority in Forensic Medicine, and Cosmos Mentor. Ouchie. Okay. It's like calling the Sheriff of Nottingham Mervyn. Okay. 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 Clever. Okay. I thought that mustache looked familiar, but John H. Wilson. But let's just be honest, it's supposed to be Watson. So from now on, I'm going to call him Watson. But he's dead. Oh no. Watson's dead. The victim of this case. He was a visiting professor of medicine at University from the British Empire. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Why, thank you. Oh no, someone's killed Watson. Now who will we end the phrase elementary? Now, you better not keep Excellent waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press X to present. Try it now. Okay, so this is probably the tutorial stage, and probably it's going to be real slow. I like the Japanese. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Watson. I'm just going to do it automatically now. You can't stop me. Well, at least you can remember the name of the esteemed member of your own university. Oh wait, if I got my glasses. Oh, come on. Dr. Watson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yuma University 3 years ago.
Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications.
Oh, I see. Being the, what's the word, the 1800s? I'm terrible with history, people. But this must be with their relations were on shaky ground with the British Empire.
The British Empire is at present our country's most viable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Algo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. Huh. I'll have to look that one up. Okay. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? But I didn't do it. Guilty to proven innocent. Unfortunately, that's how it is in these games. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court, therefore, wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. Oh, gee, thanks. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Watson was an Englishman. But nationalities and trees won't make any difference from here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Flashback! Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Okay. A little bit back. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. I say as I drink my English tea. Dot dot dot. Wait. I've seen that man at the university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. Dr. Watson? I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. Oh. Oh boy. And so I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Watson. It must be a great honor. But that's it? Nothing else happened? He seemed like a friendly fellow.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruto.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did this Professor of Medicine, Dr. John H. Watson, lose his life?
Oh, I hope I don't get copyright for that.
In a state before the court, the cause of death.
The cause of death. Obviously that was, okay. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence. But how? Now, I know this because I've played previous games, but this is the tutorial. Yeah, evidence, and there we go. Okay, let's actually read this. Post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. It was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. Blood did not pass through the victim's body. Huh. That is a curious note. It didn't pass through. Oh, I can actually read it. Curious. Time death, 2 p.m. Cause of death, single bullet fired at close range. Interesting. I didn't actually know I could examine it. Okay. Present. Hi! And well. Why are you filtering through the pages? According to this document, the victim suffered hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Done to read, you imbecile. That's a post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. I see we are behind the times then. Of course, we have traveled back in time. How could I forget? Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. I might be if I have to remember things from the past. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. Right, pictures were new back then. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, it should be assumed that the victim was shot at close range. Now I can only think about is that Pro ZD comic about Ace Attorney and magic lawyer powers.
Thank you, Counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the court record.
The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. And the victim shot from front and subsequently died.